Twins. When did pretending to be the other sibling go too far? My twin and I used to swap places constantly. It started small, sitting in each other's seats at school, messing with teachers, pretending we were the other twin during roll call. Nothing harmful, just dumb twin pranks. We didn't even look that identical. His hair was a little messier, and my voice was a bit deeper. But if we wore the same hoodie and didn't talk much, unstoppable. We once went a whole day switching classes. I took his science quiz, he took my oral Spanish exam. Both of us got an A, perfect crime. At home, it was even easier. I'd call our grandma pretending to be him and say something ridiculous like, "Grandma, I'm being held hostage by mom's cooking." She'd respond, "Oh, Brian, not again." But the best prank we ever pulled was on his girlfriend. They hadn't been dating long, maybe a month, nothing serious. One afternoon, she came over while I was watching TV and he was in the shower. I opened the door and she hugged me like normal, so I just didn't say anything. I nodded, smiled, let her go on talking. She didn't notice a thing. She told me about her classes, asked what I wanted to eat later. I just gave vague answers, played along. The whole time I'm thinking, no way she doesn't figure this out. But she never did. Later, when my brother came downstairs in a different shirt, she looked between us and freaked. Wait, what the hell? Who was I just talking to? We laughed about it for days. After that, switching became a running joke between us. Anytime someone didn't notice, we'd make a switch. Then one weekend, he asked me to cover for him. Nothing big, just to show up at his part-time job for an hour while he ran home to grab something. Easy. I put on his uniform and pretended to stock shelves for a bit. Honestly, it was kind of relaxing. That's when his manager walked up and said, "Hey man, you okay after yesterday?" I blinked. Yeah, why? He looked at me weird. "Dude, you don't remember what you said?" I panicked for a second, then laughed. "Sorry, long night." "What did I say?" He leaned in, voice lower. "That you were done with your brother. That you couldn't stand living in his shadow anymore. That you were sick of pretending to like him." I just stood there. He kept going. "You said you'd rather be an only child. That he's the reason you never got into college." I laughed, like an idiot. I was probably just venting. He nodded slowly. "Yeah, maybe." When my brother came back, I didn't say anything. I just handed him the lanyard and walked home. That night, I dug through his laptop. I know, I shouldn't have. There was a folder named Stuff. Inside were old photos, some of us as kids, others recent, but every single one of me was labeled with names like fake, copy, annoying. There was even a text draft, unsent, to someone named Haley. It read, "I can't keep pretending. I hate living with someone who looks like me but has everything I wanted." I sat there staring at the screen until the battery died. I haven't told him I saw it. We still joke sometimes. We still switch once in a while, just to keep the tradition going, but it doesn't feel the same anymore. Now when someone laughs and says, "Wow, you two must be so close," I smile and nod, because what else am I supposed to say? That the person who looks exactly like me wishes I didn't exist?